People, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. We got another video for you. I thought I would do a pre-week breakdown. Obviously it's the start of the week, so I just wanted to highlight some potential ideas on what I'm expecting for price, to be honest, on a couple pairs. Yeah, this is just something for me to look back on, something for me to refer back to, but also for me to kind of give myself a pat on the shoulder as well. This is part of my non-negotiables. It's important for me to kind of continue to doing the small things, the things that kind of keep me in line with reaching the goals that I've got set for myself in this place. So yeah, with that being said, I got DXY in front of me. This is DXY on the monthly chart. Clearly you can see the respect that price has had for this monthly fair value gap. So you've got the discount low, or sorry, the premium high, sorry, of this monthly fair value gap, price clearly coming into it and rejecting. This is obviously the monthly chart, like I said. On the weekly, again, you can see the breakdown in price a bit more defined. Price broke down into this fair value gap. We saw a strong rebound, 2 weeks of bullish price action, but price has since broken through that. And so I've got this highlighted as an area that price could use as a level of resistance, hence inversion fair value gap. I am targeting this low here at 105.5. I'm targeting the break of this low. Obviously we've got this fair value gap here also that price used as a level of support to justify the move up. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, really nice and simple on DXY. If I go into the daily, in terms of how price is going to get delivered into that level, again, I'm willing to sit on my hands for this, and be patient in terms of waiting to see how price reacts at certain levels. So I've got this daily bearish order block here that's been blended with this breaker here. So it's the low that was put in at this level. This level here was a break of market structure for me. The break in market structure had since occurred in roundabout where price came into the premium low of the fair value gap. There should be a market structure break here, which gives, for me anyway, a strong indication of price wanting to target these levels here. So from when price started disrespecting these bullish areas here, I said the next draw in liquidity would be this low. So like I said, in terms of how price is going to get delivered into this low, this is just something that I'm willing to sell my hands for. So I've got this daily order block here, bearish order block here, that price could potentially come into, which is obviously blended with this bearish breaker. Price could come into this level. I'd be looking for a lower time frame market structure break and then the delivery low, or we could come into, completely bypass this, come into previous week's high, and then we could get obviously the run on the high. So that's external range liquidity, the breakdown back into the range, an additional run on internal range liquidity, and then the breakdown, and then an entry would be looked for in the breaker, or a sell stop would be placed. Obviously I'm going to do the opposite on the other pairs, so I'd be looking for the same thing, but buying opportunities on either GU or EU. So yeah, I'm for now keeping the bearish stance on DXY, yeah, until price shows me something else. And yeah, On EU, to be honest, I haven't really been looking at EU. I have been looking at GU. On GU, I've got price here kind of stuck between two PD arrays. One bearish PD array, sorry, which has been highlighted by this bearish order block here. That was validated by the respect that price showed for this fair value gap. So price came into this fair value gap, broke down, which then validated this order block here. So price has clearly come into this level. We've seen a desire for price to respect this level as well, and for us to see downward price action. But we've also got this bullish fair value gap here that price has used as an area of support to propel price upwards. So yeah, in terms of where price is willing to go, obviously if I'm bearish DXY, if I'm bearish dollar, I should be bullish GU. I should be bullish USD denominated pairs. So yeah, I'm just keeping my my eyes open for this one. Ideally, I wouldn't want to see a break below this low. If I see a break and close below this low, then I would probably be favoring downside price action for GU, and the bullish DXY idea will probably be invalidated. But again, I'm just being patient. I'm waiting for price to show me its hand, and then I'll react. But yeah, just till then, I'll just keep showing up. London kill zone, New York kill zone when I'm in front of the charts. And then yeah, I'll just sit, wait, keep my hands still until obviously price shows me its hand. JPY pairs, I've been quite interested in this. I think there is a strong selling opportunity here. I have kind of found my ability to kind of understand where JPY pairs have been going kind of difficult. My last few trades with GJ, for example, haven't been the greatest. But yeah, with that being said, I still think downside price action is imminent for JPY correlated pairs. I think there's a lot of strength in the Japanese yen, and so yeah. Framework for this idea is based on this volume imbalance here on the weekly that price has clearly respected. You can see the last couple weeks, price has come into this level here, came into the premium low of this volume imbalance, and sold off. It sold off quite strongly. And so just in terms of continuing that price action, I'm just looking for the area that hasn't been mitigated yet. So off of price breaking down from that volume imbalance, we've had this bearish order block here that price has come up into. Again, you can see strong delivery downwards from price coming into the low of that bearish order block. I took this position on Friday. And I managed to get myself out of very deep drawdown on one of my accounts. I have two accounts currently in the challenge phase, one 50k and one 200k. The 50k was down like 9% at the time of this trade, and I managed to get out of drawdown completely on a swing position that or on a long-term intraday position that allowed me to get back to break even, which was a great trade. And then sorry, I don't think I was down 9%. I must have been down like maybe 8 or like minus 7.5%, but I was still in deep drawdown, and this short here allowed me to get out of that. And then on the 200k, again, I was in deep drawdown. I took a much more conservative position because I was down a significant amount. I think I was down minus 9.5%, and I risked 0.25% on this position to get to around 8%, minus 8% in drawdown. which again is still something that I'll classify as a strong position. So I'm just looking to kind of ride this wave down. I think it's you know in terms of JPY pairs, that there is a strong argument for downside price action. I have this inversion fair value gap here on the daily that I'm expecting price to respect. Didn't act on it today. Would decided to just sit out and kind of let price show me its hand. In terms of what it is that I'm looking to see, for me, I'm kind of favoring the idea of price taking out the high that it put in today's Asian session. So I'm looking for something along the lines of this. Again, it all depends on kind of what price gives you. If it decides to give me this, then cool. If it doesn't, then that's okay also as well. And I think that's the maturity that's required, especially when navigating this space. You just gotta be willing to say, like, sometimes things go your way, like in terms of like your plan and your process, and sometimes it doesn't. I ain't really gotta force it. Like, you build an idea, sometimes you can execute the idea and sometimes you can't. And that's all there is to it. So yeah, I'm looking for a run on the previous session's high. So this will also be previous day's high as well, because I don't think this high is going to be taken out in today's price action. So get this run on external range liquidity. Then I'm hoping for an additional run on this high here, internal range liquidity, the breakdown, and then I'll have a sell stop in place for the breakout below this low. And then yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for this, and then yeah, the continued run lower. I think ultimately the draw on liquidity is, let me just get rid of all of this. I think ultimately the draw on liquidity are these lows here that I've got marked out as a sell side liquidity. So I do think this is a massive market maker sell model. You got original consolidation here. I always get confused as to whether this is redistribution or reaccumulation. I know it's just one of them. My mind's a bit blank, sorry. And then you have the smart money reversal on the break of this low. Price breaks it, returns back into this breaker, low risk sell. And then yeah, there was definitely an opportunity I wasn't looking at GJ at the time, but there's definitely an opportunity to get a really good swing position on this pair, and from what I've seen, the other JPY pairs as well. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Don't know if I'm gonna get it, but whether it gets delivered like that or not, I am still ultimately looking for price to respect this inversion fair value gap. I don't know if we're going to get a full run through and wick through. I think the wick through will be good because we'll get the run on liquidity that I tend to look for. Which is a run on either key high, so that will either be previous days high, previous sessions high, weeks high, months high, etc., etc., etc. Just a run on a key high, and this would be a key high for me. And yeah, from the fact that we've already got clear signs for price to want to break down, yeah, I do think that this is an opportunity worth waiting for. And again on EJ as well, very similar. You've got the volume imbalance here that price has come up into and filled. So you had upon price opening on the 3rd of Feb, this breakdown in price, and then price came back up. and then delivered on the opposite side of the scale. So we've got efficient price action here. Price has since then broke down. Change the color. So that's that weekly volume imbalance. And then also whilst getting that run in the volume imbalance, we got this run here on this key high, on this fractal high here. Mark this out as buy side liquidity. And then yeah, inside this price action here, so you got the run on external range liquidity and then the run on internal range liquidity of this high here. I'm sure there's a lower time frame or mid time frame market structure break inside these two candles here, and then the run on sell side liquidity below here. Then if I have a look at the weekly, I'm just looking to see if there's any other potential targets, and then potentially the run of these respective lows here. That's what I'm looking for. On the 4 hour, let's key, actually no, it's fine. On the 4 hour, the break in market structure is here. So again, I wasn't looking at JPY pairs at this point in time, but you know, this would have been a really great swing position to have. Would have been a really great swing position to have. So yeah, breaking market structure here. That validates the change in the state of delivery for price to go downwards. You got a big market, a market maker sell model here. This is original consolidation here, and then yeah, we're just looking for the run on this low. So in terms of how I'm expecting price to get delivered down there, so for one, sorry, let me get rid of this. You've got this inversion fair value gap here. That's also blended with this 4 hour order block. Just conscious of the time as well, because I want to get a gym session in. It's about time. So yeah, volume imbalance, 4 hour volume imbalance blended with the 4 hour order block. I'll mark this out as the high that I don't want price to come above. This would be the invalidation point for me. Ideally, I want price to return back to this 4 hour order block here. For me, this is still unmitigated. Price did not return back to that level, so it returned close to it. It didn't come up into that level. And so for me, this high here, the high that was put in on Monday, is a high that price will potentially want to return back to. And I think off the back of price respecting this area here, this fair value gap blended with this volume imbalance here, I think we should get that. So we should get the run up into this 4-hour order block, potentially based on how price reacts at this level. If we get the run on the high, then again a run on internal range liquidity, then the breakdown. Either I'll take it on the sell stop or on the return back to the breaker or fair value gap. We can then get the run down into sell side liquidity. So again, you know, really simple idea. I'll be looking for executions in tomorrow's London session. So that should be interesting. That should be interesting. And yeah, I guess that's all for what I'm looking for. I guess gold, I do believe that gold is bullish, but bullish off of the back of all of the tariff news that's been going on. There's a lot of economic uncertainty, obviously war. There is conversation of them potentially stopping the war, but I don't know. Yeah, there is a lot of economic uncertainty, and so with that, I think there's just going to be a natural flow of capital into commodities, to be honest, into gold. You know, it's an inflation hedge. It's a hedge on uncertainty itself. Your capital is definitely more likely to be protected in comparison to it being in, you know, other assets. So yeah, but overall, like, the chart doesn't look great. Like, this hasn't really gone anywhere. You know, we've literally just been consolidating in this space. Obviously, there's a ton of opportunities in here, but you know, I've been trading for a bit of time, and so I've just realized that I don't really do well in these sort of profiles, and so I'll either be waiting for price to, you know, break out of this area, then back into it, retest, and we'll get an opportunity for us to continue bullish price action, or I'll wait for price to break below these lows here. So I'll mark this out as a sell side liquidity. I'll wait for price to break below these lows here, and then I'll you know, look for shorts. But yeah, as for gold, I'm probably not even going to look at it this week until, you know, price decides to kind of show its hand, and I think right now there isn't much to see here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna, like I said, you know, I don't know if I've mentioned it in previous videos, but we're gonna try and make this a regular thing, especially for my discipline and the improvement that I want to see in just my ability overall. Like, I want to be disciplined, I want to be accountable. So yeah, we're gonna make it a regular thing. Stay tuned. More videos out from me, and yeah, stay blessed.